Drawing on 20 years of fishing experience, I'll share 10 insights. Understand even 3, and the angler next door will be green with envy. After fishing for over 20 years, people often ask me, "Brother, what magical bait are you using? Which master blessed your rod?" I can't help but laugh. There's no such mysticism to it. When you've spent enough time by the water, you'll realize, a good catch depends 7% on thinking, 3% on luck, and the remaining 90% on those unremarkable details. Today, I won't talk about gear or vague theories. Let me share some down-to-earth methods I've figured out, things you won't find in books, and even masters might not bother teaching. Trust me, grasp just 2 or 3 of these, and next time you head out, your fish bag will definitely be heavier than the person next to you. 1. On sweltering steamer-like days, don't fish deep water. When the weather is as stuffy as a steamer, even humans struggle to breathe, let alone fish in the water. It's all due to low air pressure. The water lacks oxygen, making fish uncomfortable. They float to the surface, gasping for air. If you stubbornly stick to your usual 3 to 4 meter deep spot, I guarantee you won't see a single bite until dark. The fish are right in front of you, but they're not feeding. What to do? Use your head. Where's the oxygen? Near aquatic plants. Those patches of water plants are fish's oxygen stations. On such terrible days, smart fish gather there. The water may be shallow, maybe just over a meter, but it's their lifeline. Boldly switch to a long rod with a short line, or simply move to shallow grassy banks, gently lowering your hook and bait. You'll find this spot thriving while the deep water stays dead. That's adaptability. If the weather doesn't change, you must. 2. Shallow banks teem with fish in the morning, but are empty at night. Speaking of shallow grassy banks, there's a trick: they aren't productive all day. Early in the morning, just after sunrise, 6 to 8 a.m., shallow water warms up first. Like humans, fish love warmth. They gather in groups near water plants, sunbathing and snacking on small insects or snails on the plants. This is your best time to fish plenty of fish with big appetites. But after 4 or 5 p.m., this morning market closes. Shallow water can't retain heat. Once the sun dips, it cools down quickly. Fish are clever, they feel the chill and slip back to their homes in deep water. If you haul a big bag of bait and dump it into the shallow bank, hoping for a big catch the next day, you're dreaming. The fish are long gone to bed. Your feast is wasted on an empty spot. 3. Fish bubbles are Morse code, but you need to decode them. Reading fish bubbles is a skill. Many beginners get excited when they see bubbles, only to hook the bottom or a crayfish when they lift the rod. You need to translate this underwater code. Tiny, scattered bubbles popping up quickly. 9 times out of 10, they're from small fish, shrimp, or even methane from rotting mud. Ignore them all false signals. Big fish send steady signals. My favorite is carp bubbles, strings of uneven sizes rising from the bottom, slowly moving. This means a heavyweight is leisurely rummaging in the mud for food. Your chance. Grass carp are even clearer. Sometimes a single big bubble, like a ping-pong ball, means it's entered the nest. Cast only when you see this, and you'll feel confident. For bait, if the texture is right, even pig slop can catch fish. To be blunt, I hate watching beginners fuss with additives. They're completely focused on the wrong thing. In the wild, fish have seen it all. They're super cautious. No matter how strong your bait's scent, if its texture is off, they won't touch it. What's texture? Softness, hardness, and how easily it dissolves. Too hard, and fish can't suck it in. They nudge it a few times and leave. Too crumbly, and the hook is empty as soon as it hits the water. You're just feeding fish. Here's a simple trick. After mixing bait, pinch a small piece, roll it into a ball, and drop it near the water. It should dissolve slowly, flaking off like snow, but after tens of seconds, there should still be a soft core on the hook. That's right. It lures fish in, and once they come, there's bait to eat, guaranteeing bites. With the right texture, even the cheapest plain bait works 10 times better than those messy magic potions. 5. To catch skittish fish. Fish sluggishly. In some spots, fish get fished smart. They're highly alert. The float twitches, you lift the rod, and it's empty. They're teasing you, nipping the bait and darting away. If you fish sensitively for them, you're just making things hard for yourself. My method is to fish sluggishly. For example, instead of adjusting 4, fishing 2, switch to adjusting to flat water, fishing 2-3. Even let the subline curve sharply underwater. This filters out small, false signals. A smart fish tests the bait, nudging or brushing it. The float doesn't move, so it feels safe. When it confidently sucks the whole hook and bait into its mouth, turning to swim away, the float whoosh dives sharply or jerks. Lift the rod then, and you'll almost never miss. 6. When the water flows, let your bait wave with it. Many people add heavy lead to pin their bait to the bottom in flowing water. I'll tell you, that's a bad move. In moving water, what stays perfectly still? It's unnatural. Fish notice. Let your bait come alive. Try a sliding lead, Pull the top bead up 10 plus cm to let the lead slide freely. Use a lead slightly heavier than the float's capacity, but adjust it so the lead hangs a few cm off the bottom, with the hook and subline lying loose. The current will make your bait wiggle gently, like a live insect or water-washed food particles irresistible to fish. The float signals change too. Instead of rising or dipping, watch for it pausing mid-flow or sinking slightly against the current. That's a solid bite. 7. In winter, fish seek constant warmth, not just sunlight. Everyone knows to fish sunny spots in winter. But why? It's not just for your comfort. Fish look for warmth, but stable water temperature. Sunny deep ridges or slopes, over 1.5 meters deep sunlight penetrates, but the depth keeps temperatures from swinging wildly. It's a few degrees warmer than shaded areas, and stays stable all day. Fish's 5-star heated room. Shallow spots won't work, they're hot by day and icy by night, so fish won't stay. So in winter, look for sunny spots and depth. A constant temperature nest. 8. In murky water, color speaks before scent. In murky water, fish see like humans wearing frosted glasses. Your bait's scent takes time to reach them, but color is the first signal they catch. Remember 2 colors, yellow and red. In greenish murky water, yellow bait, like corn or corn-flavored bait, stands out. In clear or dark brown water, red bait, like red worms, earthworms, or red pellets, looks like their usual prey. Try it. In murky water, using bright yellow sweet corn for bait often lures fish faster than other options. 9. Stop knocking with your rod, you'll scare fish away. I hate sitting next to newbies who cast every 3 minutes if there's no bite. They think it lures fish, but it's chasing them. Constantly throwing things into one spot is like slamming a door outside fish's home. Shy ones flee. Be patient. After baiting, sit calmly for 20 minutes, drink tea, let the scent spread, and let fish gather comfortably. If there's still no bite, gently lift the rod a little, then lower it slowly. This is teasing, mimicking live bait movement, tempting fish instead of scaring them. 1 gentle tease works better than 10 random casts. 10. Baiting overnight is like slow cooking rice. Timing matters. Overnight baiting is good, but timing is key. It's like slow cooking rice on an old stove. You need the right heat. Summer, water is warm, so bait ferments fast. Bait at dusk, after sunset. The residual heat in the water cooks the bait overnight, making it fragrant and soft, perfect for fish to dine on in the morning. Winter, do the opposite. Bait before 3 p.m. Use the day's last warmth to start slow fermentation. Baiting after dark leaves it soaking in icy water overnight, turning into ice lumps. No fish will eat that. A final word. Fishing is essentially a battle of wits with fish. Rigid rules are useless. These are my experiences, not all perfect, but practical. Don't just listen, try them next time you're by the water, and think for yourself. Isn't the greatest joy of fishing figuring it out, then tricking a fish into biting? Author profile: I'm a fishing enthusiast and a sharing-focused blogger. Follow me, and we'll exchange fishing tips and discuss every detail of wild fishing. Like, save, and follow to never miss an update.